Adam Gertler joins us now from the Dog House. Thank you for your time this afternoon. We appreciate it.
It's my pleasure to be here to talk about sausage and Oktoberfest with y'all.
Man,
I love sausage.
That's why I got into the sausage making business 10 years ago.
Does it really say Wurstmacher on your business card?
It does indeed. Yes, that is, I think it's a fairly accurate term. Most people, when I was in Germany, most people were like, that is a very awkward term. It is not a real thing. But technically it means sausage maker. So we roll with it here. Yeah, it's kind of my unique job I've had with Dog House for like 7 years at this point. So yeah, it's a real thing.
Tell us about the Oktoberwurst. We were just reading the details and just completely excruciatingly hungry.
Oh, well, I can't wait for you to try it. I know that's going to happen at some point. So this is a sausage that we've done several times in several iterations over the past 7 or so years. There is no like traditional German Oktoberfest sausage. So we kind of just decided that we were going to make a special sausage with beer. We're a California-based company, so we use Firestone Walker's Firestone 805 in a beer that has a flavor profile similar to a Cajun andouille. So just like a little bit of cayenne, a lot of garlic, a little bit of like warm toasty spices, like a little bit of clove deep in the background. And then when that mixes with the beer, it becomes something special. And then 2 years ago, we decided to make it extra big and throw Emmentaler cheese in there. So now it is over the top, it's extra big. You might say some have accused it of taking PEDs, but it is just an extra helping of sausage deliciousness to celebrate Oktoberfest.
Whose idea was it to put the sausage and the beer and the cheese in one place? Because to me, that why would you ever leave the location where that Oktoberfest is?
Exactly. That's the whole idea, right? The whole idea of the sausage itself is sort of metaphorical for what a doghouse is. A doghouse is a place where the sausage and the beer and the burgers and all the fun happens. And in the Oktoberfest sausage itself, the beer and the cheese and the fun actually happened in that too. It is a microcosm of the doghouse experience. And the recipe really developed between myself and a lot of the people who work here. Like literally somebody who doesn't even work in food at Doghouse was like, put that cheese in it. Because we used to have a different sausage called a Käsekraner, which is a traditional Austrian sausage, but that one had to move on. And so that became part of it. And then somebody else was like, why don't we make it extra big so it hangs off the bun? And I love that because you get that overhang bite, that first bite, which is just sausage and snap and casing and cheese. And then you get into the Hawaiian bread and the grilled sauerkraut, the caramelized onions, and the brown mustard aioli, which is garlic aioli and mustard. So the party just keeps building and building and building. And then by that third bite, it's all coming together.
How many sausages would you say you eat a week?
Oh, I mean, maybe 1 or 2, but a lot of tastes of different ones, I mean, if I'm in one of the restaurants, I'll, snap into one to make sure it's fresh, it's great, I mean, but when I actually get to sit down and enjoy one, it is a totally different experience. I remember on 4th of July this year, I sat down and had one of our hot dogs on a bun, and I'm like, wow, that just changes the whole thing.
and you get to wash it down with beer too, right?
Yeah, well, all dog houses have great, mostly craft, a lot of local beers. So wherever they are, we have dog houses in many different states. So it's always American beer, which is kind of funny for Dog House with our German sounding name, but we only do sell American beers. But we try to sell craft beers and not not like your very typical cliche beers, although we'll have a couple of those, to satisfy people. But we really try to elevate the hot dog sausage experience and the beer. It's just a more slightly grown up version of what the fun, awesome, good thing is.
So what are you guys doing for Oktoberfest in general also, outside of the Oktoberwurst?
So that Oktoberwurst, you can have it on its own, as I described, with the kraut and the onions and the aioli. We're also doing 2 kits, and if I could get these right without stumbling through them, it will be amazing. The first one is the Oktoberfest Pod Party Kit. That is a DIY kit. So we give you sausages in a package. We give you the King's Hawaiian bread. We give you the aioli, the kraut, the onions, and then you grill it. You make it yourself. And those are $46 for 6 sausages. And then $6 of that will go to No Kid Hungry, because the October Worst Sausage is also our limited time offering benefiting No Kid Hungry, which we do a different one every month. The other way you can do it is by just doing the Pod Party Pack, which is simply the sausages cooked, ready to go. That you'll save 10% over buying them individually, and the $6 still goes to No Kid Hungry. And if you just buy one because you're chilling on your couch by yourself, $1 will still go to No Kid Hungry.
Well, that's awesome. Listen, a lot of people tell us we have a cool job. I think your job beats us hands down.
You just like it because he gets to dress up.
Well, that's true. Are those
part of the fun,
or are they lederhosen?
Yes. This is the lederhosen. Yeah, I got these in Munich.
That's great.
Oh, those are legit.
They're so great because it's like a nice leather, but it's suede, so it's not shiny. It kind of just holds it in together. It makes you feel slightly slimmer than you actually are. It's very forming.
Well, Adam, it was a pleasure to meet you. You're a lot of fun. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.